Well, did you look at it through the portal? It's on there.
I just don't have it in file. I don't know how to get it. Philip said he was gonna get it. Somebody's gonna bring it down. I'll get somebody to do it for me.
All right. As long as just get that to us by the end of the day. Thanks. All right. And sir, are you Celine Reinhardt? And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
She will.
Give me just a second. Ms. Reinhardt, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of assault on a peace officer from December 22nd of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I see now. Hold on. Y'all are going on a lesser included, Class A.
Position to rest.
Okay. Give me a second. All right, so in 25-0089, the state has elected to proceed on the lesser included offense of a Class A misdemeanor resisting arrest from December 22nd of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge? And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And because you did what they've charged you with? I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as Exhibit Number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Shalander?
Yes,
Do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 1-year deferred probation. There would be a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding? And are you a U.S. citizen? State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Reinhardt is not competent?
No, no.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of that plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 1 year. You're ordered to pay the $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do all of that, then this is a great opportunity because you don't have a conviction on your record. And at the end of the probation, if you're successful, the case will be dismissed and you'll never have this conviction. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of your probation, you can be brought back into court and you could be found guilty of the offense and sentenced to the Jefferson County Correctional Facility for a period of up to 1 year. Do you understand? I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom, and the probation, she's at that desk right there. She's going to call you up in a few minutes to go over your paperwork. And you're going to help get that attachment?
Sarah's going to email it.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you.
Well, I could do it.
That's between y'all. It's your job, but if he's going to do it, then it just has to be done today because once the case is closed out, you can't get to the portal. So
Okay.
that's why we need it, just so y'all make sure. So that's good. So Ms. Clannon, you're how old? 20. All right. So what I'm going to do is reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire a lawyer. If you get someone hired before the next court date, bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, they have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options.
I actually hired Ray Killer. I'm just 1 paycheck away from paying him off.
Gotcha. Okay.
He told me to come over here today and tell you if we can reset so I can have more time.
So yeah, you'll have 30 days to see if you can get that done. And then if you get him paid off before the next court date, he should give us some documentation of that. That court date may change. Plan on being here on the court date that it says on your reset notice unless you're told otherwise, okay? All right, step in front of the clerk. If you want to make it, did you put right? Thanks.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. You are Rosendo Ochoa.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Ochoa, in cause number 240367, you were previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. I've received that pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections?
None from the defense.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of that plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 5 years. You're ordered to pay a $300 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is an excellent opportunity. You're only 21, right? And it looks like this is your only criminal hit. You've never been in trouble before. And so at the end of this probation, if you have been successful, the case will actually be dismissed and you will never be a convicted felon, which is a very big deal.
So I don't have to worry about it getting expunged on the record.
Well, you're not going to be able to get an expungement, but if you're successful, there are some other ways to get it not necessarily completely expunged, but at least kind of hidden on your record. It's called a non-disclosure, and you can talk to an attorney at the end of that probation period about that. Also, it's important that you know, I sign early terminations from probation all the time. So if you get out there and you do everything you're supposed to up front, get your community service done, get those fees paid, don't violate, don't test positive for anything, then you actually can get off your probation much earlier than that 5 years, okay? But you got to do everything right, and you got to do it right up front. If you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, found guilty of the offense, so you become a convicted felon, and you could be sentenced anywhere in the range of punishment in your case, which is up to 10 years in prison. Do you understand? All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. If you'll just have a seat here in the courtroom, probation, she's going to call you when she's ready to go over your paperwork. All right, good luck to you, sir. And you have Eric Hernandez. Good morning, you're Ashley Sanders. And this is 241650. Ms. Sanders is charged with theft of service. And Mr. Kelly, what is the announcement?
Judge, if I may, the court has been very gracious and lenient with us in resetting this and trying to obtain a forensic audit. We reached out again this morning, let them know they have a date certain that we must have it by in case would likely be dismissed. They were made aware of that before court this morning. If I may just have that one final, say last reset, I won't ask for another.
Okay, all right. Any issues? No. I'm sure you're from that. Okay, we'll do one last final reset. Stay in touch with Mr. Kelly. He'll let you know when you need to be back.
And of course, if I do in fact get that, Judge, I will turn it over immediately.
Perfect. Thank you. Y'all are free to go. Mr. Lewis, you have Shy Brooks. Good morning. You're Shy Brooks.
Yes,
And this is 242034. Mr. Brooks is charged with evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. And what is the announcement?
Judge, I've talked to Mr. Brooks. Evidently, he had my incorrect contact information. We've taken care of that this morning because there is some media that I received in relation to this case I need to go over with him.
Okay. So, Mr. Brooks, I'm going to reset your case one more time. It's important that you make sure and call soon so that you can get an appointment to go see Mr. Lewis and go through all that information, okay? All right. We'll see you at the next court day. You're free to go.
All right, thank you.
See, Mr. Crenshaw, you have Guillermo Galvin.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir. Are you Guillermo Galvin? And this is 242321. Mr. Galvin's charged with driving while intoxicated, third or more. And what is the announcement?
Judge, this will be a plea. We just need to get him a scram device to show the prosecution that he is correct in his statement that he is no longer drinking. And so if we could have a 60-day reset, just because we need to
30 days. This has been since January, and we're getting close now to end of June. So we're going to do a 30-day reset, get that on as quickly as you possibly can so that she can get some of those results. Let's just see where we are at the next court date. All right? Sure. Thank you. All right, you're free to go, sir. Good morning, ma'am. Are you Alexandria Bledsoe? Yes. And Ms. Bledsoe in 250004 is charged with abandoning or endangering a child with intent to return. And what is the announcement?
Judge, we received an offer this morning. Mr. Smith was kind enough to relay the offer from Mr. Hoffpower. Ms. Bledsoe just would like to meet with me and discuss the options on the plea. We just asked for one single reset.
All right, well, any issues that you see, Mr. Smith? All right, we'll do a normal reset. Ms. Bledsoe, make sure you get with Mr. Rennick so y'all can visit about what your options are, and we'll get an announcement at the next court date. And then Patrick Gallagher,